What is a growth mindset and what is a fixed mindset? Fixed mindset, people with this mindset have a negative perspective on life, have a negative perspective on their position and other people's positions in life as well, right? I know a lot of people with a fixed mindset, even family members. And it's sad, because it's just a really stubborn way of thinking. And but the way I view it, my perspective on it is that people with a fixed mindset, they don't know any better. They don't realize how much their mindset is hindering their life, how they could just break out of that shell and grow, how easy that could be for them. Well, honestly, it's probably not easy for them to do that. It's probably very difficult. That's why they're fixed. There's a saying, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. That's false, bro. It's false as fuck. Like, who came up with that? Your brain or brains, our brains as humans are malleable, bro. Neuroplasticity, look it up. We can always change. Might be very difficult, especially the older you are, but we can always change, bro. That saying is BS. And I'm glad we can always change, because I don't want to stay even how I am right now. I don't want to stay forever. I want to grow and elevate every single day. I think at one point in life I did have a fixed mindset, but once I started reading and educating myself and growing, I and not even growing by choice, just growing because of the situations life put me in. That's when I really started to just blossom mentally. I mean, it's been ebbs and flows mentally, so I'm not saying that, but realizing that I will always grow from this point forward, and I will never stay on the same level. Whereas some people go their whole lives on the same level. Maybe it's out of ignorance or stubbornness. That's the only two reasons I can think, but onto the growth mindset, right? If you have a growth mindset, that means you embrace problems as opportunities. And you know that with practice, anything can be achieved, any ability you can develop, right? You're not afraid to try new things. You listen to feedback and criticism. You view things as, how can I get past this? What can I do to beat this level? Whereas I guess with a fixed mindset, you're looking at life like it is what it is, or this is happening to me, not for me. If you have a problem or a detriment or an obstacle in life, why would you only want to look at it from a negative perspective? Why would you not want to figure out a different way to look at it, right? With a growth mindset, we realize that our environment is not a limiting factor. It doesn't have to be. Environment does play a big role in who you are, but you don't have to let it. You can mentally push through or get out of an environment, bro, by using your brain, using your mind, educating yourself. I'm gonna talk to y'all about ways to develop a growth mindset here in a minute, but hold on. Yeah, so I felt the energy of hopelessness, depression, anger, and fear, but I've never accepted it. I took that from Mike Rashid, but I resonate with that. I've been through all that. Still face some of that, but I don't accept it. I never accept it. Never. Even if I wanted to, my conscience won't let me. I might accept it for that day, but the next day it's not it. So y'all have to fix your shortcomings. Don't just sit in them. Improve them little by little. identify why that you're in the position you're in, you know? So, also, bro, you know, I find myself sometimes I find myself viewing my current situation in a negative light. I really do, because sometimes just little shit happens and it just pushes me over the edge. Like even little inconveniences that don't mean a big deal. They can mean a big deal for me depending on just what's going on. But yeah, that still does happen, bro. Even though I've made it through some like hard obstacles before. So these little mishaps shouldn't do much to me, but I don't know, sometimes they still do. But that's when I flip my perspective, because I think about it and bro, I am grateful. There is times in my life, like I should not be here, bro. I should not be here. I've escaped death a few times. Literally, times I should have passed away. Not only that, bro, and I won't get into this, just, you know, no, I'm not trying to incriminate myself in any type of way, but two times in my life where somebody could have died because of me, because of my recklessness. One involving driving, the other one involving a shooting, right? But, and by the grace of God, bro, you know, I'm still here. I'm not in prison. I'm not dead. Only because of the grace of God. And no matter what situation I'm in today, I think about those couple times in my life and I can never be ungrateful. Not only those times, but women that I've let my seed spill into and didn't have a baby with. Very grateful for that as well. I do not want to bring a child into this world out of wedlock or with the wrong woman. I do not want to do that. I've seen firsthand how that messes up a person mentally, and I would never put a child through that, or a human being. In my family, bro, a lot of us are messed up mentally, or were at one point because of that, myself included. So, yeah, bro. Like I said, okay, yeah, ways to change your perspective, right? And it's gonna take time, but reading books, specifically, I like my so my favorite book, Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. Definitely read that one. That will change your mindset and make you realize that the world and the universe is yours. Not to sound all like cliche and cringy, bro. Not even on that type of stuff. Just read it, bro. Trust me. Just read it. And The Power of Now is a good book. It's by Eckhart Tolle. I think that's how you say that. That's a real, as far as just being present, and just read it, bro. Just check it out. So, yeah, reading books. Also, realizing that any problem or anything in life, any perspective is debatable. Nothing is set in stone. You can literally debate any type of topic. And the reason I say that, or the reason that that's beneficial, is because it's just like saying you can look at anything um, at different angles and come up with solutions, or you know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah. So that move cities, move jobs. You know, I've lived in a few different cities. I've lived in Indianapolis, Atlanta, um, Tampa, Tucson, Arizona, Newport News, Virginia. I've lived around, so That's definitely helped me change my perspective for sure. Yeah, educate yourself. That goes along with reading, but just YouTube, take notes. Consider your source though. Always consider your sources. But yeah, bro, just moving through life with an open mind, no matter what situation or difficulty you find yourself in. If you can keep an open mind through it, that will develop your ability to have a growth mindset. Put your mind in the mind of someone else. Put yourself in someone else's shoes. A good situation to do this is like if you having conflict, like an argument with somebody or a small conflict. When you, because your ego is gonna pop up and just automatically protect you, right? And make you think that you're in the right always, but sometimes you could be in the wrong, and or not even in the wrong. Just you might be in the right, but the other person, the way they view the situation, they might be in the right. So try to think, oh, if I were them and I'm looking at this situation, how would I look at it? How do you think they're looking at the situation? What benefits are they getting from looking at it this way? Or why are they looking at it the way they're looking at it? And why are they denying the way I'm looking at it? You get what I'm saying? So, yeah. And then last but not least, just remember that nothing in life is happening to you. Things are just happening. Remember, you're not the center of the universe. So I'm gonna leave you out with that. I really I did a little research on this topic, just power of perspective. But I also thought about my life too. And yeah, bro, something deep I wanted to dive into. Catch y'all next time, man.